Welcome back, everyone. This is part 4 for the explanation of the chapter And Do the Boys Hall. Let's continue. In the end, we read about Nicholas feeling sympathetic towards the boy Smike. Why? Because he was much older to the other boys in the boarding school and he had suffered many more years of ill treatment by the teachers here. So he felt sympathetic towards him. He wanted to do something for him, but he could not. He could not afford to do anything. Why? Because if he speaks anything against both of them, he might lose his job. Since he needed the job, Nicholas tolerated the coarse language of the Squeers, the insults of Mrs. Squeers, who declared that the new teacher was proud and haughty with the nose in the air, the bad food and dirty lodging. So since he needed this job, as I mentioned just now, since he needed that job desperately, he wanted to support his family financially. That is why he tolerated, that means he accepted the rough language with which the Squeers used to talk with him and with the students as well. She used to call him haughty. Haughty means somebody who considers oneself superior to others. So she used to call him a proud teacher, that he is very proud of himself, he is very arrogant, and he is always, he looks at others as if they don't know anything. So he's very proud. So she always used to insult him. He bared with the bad food and the dirty lodging, the dirty rooms which were there for staying up for the teachers and even for the children, the bad food which was not healthy enough, the rooms which were dirty. So he just compromised with all those things. Why? Because he just needed that job. One evening after lessons, that means after the classes were over, Nicholas had been left with the boys in the chilly classroom. That means it was really cold, the room was really cold. Supper was already done, that means dinner was already done, with a meal of bread and cheese served with shortly after dark. So supper was already done, dinner was already served with a meal of bread and cheese served shortly after dark. So as soon as it got dark, they all were served dinner. And what was there in the dinner? It was bread and cheese. This is the dinner. Will it be enough for all the children along with the teachers there? Just bread and cheese, how can it be enough for dinner? Nicholas sat down by a small stove in a corner of the room. That means there was fire burning, so he sat down there. Though he often thought of quitting, that means he wanted to quit his job, he wanted to resign. For the time being, he had decided to stay. But for the time being, that means for the present, he had decided that he will stay in the school, he will continue working here. He hoped that by remaining, he might do some good for the poor students. Why did he want to stay? He wanted to stay because he thought that if he remains in the school, then he might do something good for the children. Because if he leaves, then the amount of torture that is happening with the children is not going to get less. But he hoped that if he remains here, he might do something good for the children. The behavior of Squeers might change if he stays here. He noticed the upturned face of Smike. Upturned means he was looking up. Who was on his knees before the stove, picking up a few stray cinders from the hearth and putting them on the fire. So he was sitting on his knees before the stove, that means in front of the stove, and he was picking up some few cinders. What are cinders? The pieces of coal from the hearth. Hearth means the fireplace, and then he was putting them on the fire. So whatever was springing out of the fire, the burnt pieces of coal, he was collecting them and again putting them back into the fireplace. Realizing that he was observed, Smike shrank back as if expecting a blow. And as soon as he observed and realized that a teacher is sitting here, he went back. He stopped whatever he was doing and he expected a slap because he had the habit of this behavior. He had the habit of this ill treatment. "You don't have to be afraid of me," said Nicholas kindly. "Are you cold?" And Nicholas says that you don't have to be afraid of me. Are you feeling cold? No. And this is said by Smike. He is stuttering. Again, he is not able to say the words properly in one flow. There's no fluency in his words. The words are broken when he speaks. "You are shivering." And he says, "You are shivering with cold." I'm not cold, replied Smike quickly. I'm used to it. And then he replies it very quickly and he says, no, no, I'm not cold, I'm used to it. Why did he feel cold? Because he did not have proper clothing. He was so obviously afraid of angering his teacher and looked so timid, that means weak and broken spirited, that Nicholas could not help exclaiming, poor fellow. And Nicholas could understand that why this boy was behaving like that. He was not able to, Smike was not at all able to express himself. Why? Because he was habitual of, when he says I'm used to it, he says I'm habitual of the cold. I'm not feeling cold because I'm habitual of it. He and then Nicholas mentions that he feared angering his teacher, so much so that he did not know how to speak his heart out. He looked so timid, he looked so weak and broken spirited. That means he had no hopes that a teacher could be sympathetic towards a student. He did not expect anything out of a teacher. And Nicholas could not help himself but exclaimed, poor fellow. That means how we say it in Hindi, bechara. So he was sympathetic towards him. So this is a sympathetic phrase, poor fellow. If Nicholas had hit Smike instead, he would have slunk away without a word. And instead of showing this kindness and sympathy towards Smike, if Nicholas had hit him, then Smike would have slunk away. That means he would have moved away quietly. He would not have said anything. But at the slightest hint of kindness, the boy could not hold back his tears. But as soon as Nicholas showed him kindness, as soon as Nicholas tried to understand the condition of Smike, Smike could not hold back his ears. He started crying because since his childhood he had never seen teachers speaking so politely. He had always suffered their ill treatment, the torture from them. Hush, hold your tears, said Nicholas, laying his hand on Smike's shoulder, as you can see in the picture. So he says, no, no, there's no need to cry. Hold your tears. Please be quiet. Don't cry. I have lost so many of my friends here since I was a child. They were younger than the youngest boys here now, and there is no hope for me. And Smike says that he has lost so many friends since he has come here. And the boys who had died here lost. How did he lose his friends? Because they died of hunger, of the ill treatment. They became so weak that they were not able to survive. And he says that those boys whom I have lost were much younger than the children who are right now the youngest here. They were much younger to them, and I am not hoping anything good for me as well. The ill treatment will continue till I am here in the school and I pass out. There is always hope, said Nicholas, and Nicholas gives him hope. He says, never lose hope. There's always a good day which will come. He did not know what else to say because Nicholas had no idea what else to say to this child. He, do you remember the boy who died here? Who is saying this? Smike. He's asking Nicholas, do you remember the boy who had died here? I was not here, said Nicholas gently. But what of him? And Nicholas says that no, I'm not aware about that boy because I have just joined the school. But can you tell me more about him? But what of him means, can you tell me more about him? So he was curious to know about what had happened to that child who died here. What was done with that child? Clearly, it is visible that the two teachers were firstly ill-educated. They were poorly educated. They did not have any knowledge about the lessons. Secondly, they did not know how to treat children in a school. They were definitely not behaving like teachers. Why did Smike break down? He broke down at the slightest hint of kindness by Nicholas because he was always habitual of getting a blow whenever he used to come in the proximity of his teachers. Because he was so habitual of getting the slap or getting a punishment that when Nicholas showed even a slightest hint of kindness, when Nicholas tried to be sympathetic towards him, all his grief and sadness flowed down through his eyes in the form of tears. I hope it is clear to you. Please read the page Go through the whole, listen to the whole video again, and I hope you'll be able to understand.